Hello, everybody. I've got a bonus video for you. This is one I wasn't gonna do, but I've been kicking around the idea for a while, and I really wanted to talk about my enjoyment and my love of the game of Sorcery. And some backstory. The way I got into Sorcery was Rudy did his promo video about Sorcery and showed off some of the art, and I was instantly hooked. And I've pulled out River Styx here just because I really love the like Greek mythology, underworld, what you do after death, and River Styx is just a beautiful like story in a piece of art. And you got like I think one of my earliest like high memories of reading a good book was something about a guy who had to go to the underworld to save his shadow or something, and talking about the ferryman. And I'm hooked on just River Styx alone. But that leads into the art of sorcery and the flavor of sorcery that just, I don't know, is so beautiful. And it's not just that the art is very well done, it's the stories that these things can tell just by one card, and then you put them all together and you build a story in the game you play, and the mechanics help you express that. So that was what instantly drew me into sorcery. And I was like, all right, my little collector brain is I'm going to get a full set of alpha. And I have that here. But along with the full set, I ended up getting a bunch of signatures by community members. We have the Eric's promo sorcerer from the Kickstarter kit. I've got Ira signed Death Speaker, CJ signed Seer. I'm going to miss a lot of these names, but Count Tolstoy and Broseph Stalin signed Battle Mage. I got Zalem on Enchantress. I need Moth to sign freaking Elementalist for me. Brandon Posey, Pathfinder. Oh, this is a crimped card. It's holding a placeholder for one of the avatars I have in some deck. I've got Noah on Geomancer. I need Zach on Pathfinder, Flamecaller. I got Angerworm on Pathfinder. And then it moves into like my personal collection page with best like things I find really just, if I had to keep one page, it'd be like this page. Some of the Dust Door promos, the champion promos are all ones that I've won myself. So I think these are just going to stay with me forever. Got Midland Mayhem, my first big one. I'll go a little bit into the altars here in a second. But like, I opened the Wyvern Curio. I've got Melissa Benton to sign the cores. I have a core in a deck, and this might look like a blank card, but this is a sample card that I won from a design a card contest when they were doing on Facebook, and I designed the Holy Hand Grenade. And another reason for doing this video is I just judged a Cornerstone, and I got Day of Judgment. And on the Holy Hand Grenade, I had a damage pattern in the shape of a cross. It did 3 in the center and 2 around and then 1 at the bottom. And just to see that on a card is just crazy. But flipping through here, I'm alpha only is my desire, but I have an alpha foil for each rarity and each color or each element, and then a sight and artifacts. So like this is my perfect page. I don't know. See if I can get a little too much glare, but that's like, again, one of the pieces of the collection I'm the most happy and proud of. Again, we go to some more signed cards. I honestly think signed cards are the greatest. Having the artist is great, but having things remind me of people, I think is right up there with me. So I got David Culpepper. I can't remember when I first met him, but I remember his Avatar of Air full alpha foil deck, and I'm like, I don't want to touch it, but it's super cool. So I have a signed card by him. Lucy met her at Midland Mayhem 2024, and she was all about the Pudge Butcher and Avatar of Earth. So really cool to have a signed card by her. And then 2 Fluent, the Wolves Man. I need I need some frogs signed by Frogman Dan. But I have King of the Realm signed by TJ Fields, and these will all continue to be added to. And this is the alpha set. Any missing cards are in decks because I play the cards I collect. Let's see here. Some overflow. I have every single printing of Divine Healing in foil and non-foil. Again, same with Immolation. This was just happenstance, but it's like cool to see the difference in them. And then the set of towers from the Crossroads is, again, just they're never going to leave my collection. And just more alpha foils because I have a problem. But I really like the way I have these set up. There's organization is whatever, but the white sleeves kind of makes it feel like collecting little art sets. And even if the game was long and gone in the next 40, 50 years or whatever, I don't know, the art will stand by itself. Some more Dust Store promos. Warhorse by Melissa Benson. That thing is crazy looking and beautiful. And another fun tidbit is the Blink and Blizzard misprints. I think these are true misprints. Like the crimps and like printing errors, yeah. But this to me is a true misprint. More extra stuff. And then I've got the swap promo and the Dispel promo from the Cornerstone. Got the Sorcerer and Pudge Butcher. Like, I don't know, just yeah. my collection of I don't want to say perfect binder, but this is what represents Sorcery to me in card form. And then the other thing that the game has allowed me to do was make connections across places I would never make connections for. I'm sure you can do this with Magic. I'm sure you can do this with any hobby, but Sorcery is mine. So like Joffrey in England and Felix in Germany and Duo and Moth and on the East and West Coast and CJ, I've been made a great friend through CJ. And that was just because I went to Baltimore and started talking to him there. The other thing I wanted to bring up with alt and altars is something I would never have thought I would have been into or really had an opportunity to do is having altars done by members of the community. So down here we have a few by Pietro. I had him do an altar of Gyre Hippogriffs with the prompt of Golden Eagle, so I feel like that's going to be in a deck at some point when I get a full play set of altars of Hippogriffs. He sent Just a Rock along for fun. Lugbog Cat is his creature design is so cool. And then Frontier Settlers was done for an Explorer Series event that I ended up winning in Kentucky. No, Louisville, yeah. And so that's just a representation of that event. And then one of my favorite artists in Sorcery is Brian Smith. And so I had Brian do a AP of I get the Holy Hand Grenade. And so like having a altar by Brian or an AP by Brian and a damage pattern card, like it's almost my own card designed put together. And then a little bit about what we've been doing over on the summit is putting on events, and some of the prizes are altars. So these two are Joffrey's, who I've got to send them out to, but the man is too good at Sorcery. We got to take him down, but I don't know, these are just really cool altars by Pietro again. And then CJ reached out to Truitt to have a AP of Siege Giant done from a different perspective, and this is going to be one of the first events for Gothic. The winner will get this, so that's really cool. And then the last thing, I had Kyle from Scourge Altars, another community member. I really like things coming from the community. The art is great through the artist and the main company, but having the community help build my collection is super cool. So this is an altar again by Kyle, and I had him do another Golden Eagle prompt for a guy hippogriffs. I have not looked at these. I have no ideas what these look like, so we'll see. Ooh. Ooh. That that is really cool. I had no idea what this looked like. Kyle did a like a foil treatment. Just oh, I can't. That's gorgeous. This is hand done. My God. It's like a abstract eagle. Oh, that's super cool. And then again, it's on a hippogriffs, but a golden eagle and the highlights of the foiling. My sir, you've outdone yourself. Is it? Wow. I uh I got nothing. That's so cool. The feathers, the orange and gold. Good stuff. Good fucking stuff. So, again, thank you for joining me while I blabber on about my collection and the newest edition. Thank you, Kyle. This is beautiful. I'll see everybody next time, but thank you.